In England, he's the national hero. Last fall, his decision to leave Formula One shocked and surprised everyone.
Due to circumstances beyond my control, I have decided to retire from Formula One at the end of this season.
You see the face on the TV screen, coming at you every Sunday. See the face on the billboard, well, that man is me. On the cover of the magazine, there's no question why I'm smiling. You buy a piece of paradise, you buy a piece of me.
There's a lot of things that is totally new to me, although I've been a race car driver for all my life. And I'll be real happy if I can equip myself well. And obviously it'd be super if I could win some races. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the championship takes care of itself. I mean, any driver who actually accumulates enough points through the year will win the championship. And I don't even think about that, and I won't.
Nigel appears to enjoy driving a car that requires more driving skill with less technology. But even more than that, with his wife Roseanne and his family, he already fits into the more casual life of the IndyCar. History that the reigning Formula One champion has left his own series and come over to join the IndyCars. He does seem to be enjoying it. What an easygoing, wonderful guy he has been, for having been just totally inundated with press and well-wishers and everything this week. He's just taken it so well. He's every inch a champion.
He certainly is, and I think one of the most interesting things is watching right now of how sure and how positive he is as he works the steering wheel. Paul, that guy doesn't work nearly as hard as a lot of the guys we see with in-car cams in there. He really knows where his car is going to be with the utmost confidence when he turns in through the turns.
Now watch him on this course in the onboard camera. Does that not remind you of Rick Mears? The same very gentle style, slight movement of the wheel.
It certainly does. Rick on an oval. Of course, Rick, before he got his feet all bent up, was just as good on a road circuit as he is on an oval, Paul.
Many people forget that. At one time, he was the winningest driver on road circuits in IndyCars.
They seem to forget rather quick sometimes.
So Nigel Mansell in pursuit of Robbie Gordon. And maybe now as he closes on Gordon, we can get an idea how the driver of that black number 14 car has been handling these chicanes. Wow.
Right now.
Whoa. And here comes Nigel Mansell as he comes inside of Fittipaldi. He used the advantage of a back marker that was sitting by the edge of the course, put himself into a great position and does what he does so incredibly well. Jumped on those brakes at the last second and got past Fittipaldi. And Robbie Gordon is now right there to challenge Fittipaldi as well.
You know, ironically, he didn't really want to do that to Emo. He put Emo in a very embarrassing position. Watch this. He comes in. He's got both front tires locked up as much as he can lock them up. He's embarrassed because he really did Emo wrong, but he couldn't help it. Once he was committed, he had to continue on. The guy that was good and smart on that was Emo, because he avoided an accident, Paul.
So you're saying that he did him wrong and that he really shouldn't have come in slapping inside like that?
That's right. He was out of control. Nigel was going in there out of control with his brakes locked up. No way to turn, no way to do anything. If Emo would have kept going with his line, there obviously would have been a wreck.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun to watch. Spectacular piece of driving.
It certainly was. But
here's on board, and Mansell is so capable of driving inside somebody. Look at that.
See, he didn't want to do that. It's slippery in there, but once he was in there and committed, he'd been running in on Emo like that and thought he could get by him, but Emo probably went a little bit deeper. I think Emo's...
White flag has come out for Nigel Mansell, but is there enough fuel here? Is there enough fuel in Fittipaldi's car? Fittipaldi is now just 9 seconds back, and Robbie Gordon sits almost behind Fittipaldi. He has only to handle up Bobby Rahal. So this race most certainly is not over yet.
You think strategies don't change at the very last of the race when there's no fuel left? Everybody is wondering. You know, they have all of their onboard computers, but they don't even believe those when it gets down this close.
A very partisan crowd here in Australia in favor of Nigel Mansell. They are going to go nuts. They did so when he scored his pole position. Now they have a new award for pole, $10,000 for pole, and if the pole winner can also win the race, it's another $15,000. So it's going to be a very lucrative day for Nige if he can only make it to the checkered flag. There's that battle going on still. Robbie Gordon has not made it around Rahal, though he tries him there.
Well, I don't think Robbie Gordon is really trying right now. He's just hanging on. He's going to settle for third place.
Would be a smart maneuver if he did so. But now Robbie Gordon is around Rahal, and now is trying to close and pass Fittipaldi. This is the battle on the field as Nigel Mansell continues his pursuit of the checkered flag and his first IndyCar victory.
Now, Emo's not going to just give up and let him pass. Emo will run it out of fuel before he'll let Gordon pass.
Watching for Nigel Mansell, looking for Jim Swintoll's checkered flag. And it will be a history-making event, too, as here he comes. Nigel Mansell has scored the victory in the Kmart Haviland Lola. Despite two different mistakes during the race, but let's listen to the car. Let's see if he has fuel all the way to the finish. Coming across in second, Emerson Fittipaldi. Robbie Gordon third, Mario Andretti fourth. Does Nigel have any fuel left in that car? Can he go the remaining 2.7 to make it back to the winner's circle? Now, he's going to wave at the crowd, but I don't think he's got the fuel to...